Hello, good day all. Today we are going to have our second slots of That's the Tea with Helennie and Madam Chia, the advisor of English Language Club of our college, Matriculasi Negeri Sembilan. Without further ado, I would like to invite our host, Miss Helennie.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of That's the Tea with Helennie for the English Language Club of KMNS. So, our theme for this week is hobbies and activities during our limited time. Well, the gist of why we actually went with this theme is because maybe not most of you know, but matriculation syllabus has been chipped off. 5 weeks has been chipped off, so we have very limited time. And this podcast is aimed to help or maybe help our students to find some time to divide their time between studies and leisure activities. So, with me today are four amazing people who are going to share their ideas or their activities with their limited time. They are Nanda Priyan, Naveen, Betrisha, and Shazwan. And we also have the president of our English Language Club for session 2020 and 2021, Sia Kim Juan, who's going to share us some ideas. So, without further ado, I would like to invite Mr. Sia Kim Juan to share his ideas.
Thank you to Helennie and also the English Language Club for holding this activity, which is the podcast. This is the second episode. And we are now today to share about some things about and also the things, the stuff about the hobbies and also the activities that we could do during this very limited time for us. As we only left 2 months in KMNS, which is the College Matriculasi Negeri Sembilan. Yeah, the time is too limited for us to enjoy and also to catch up for the studies and also to pursue our dreams for the future. Yeah, so for me, it very depends on everyone. It depends on everyone's activities they would like to do for different times. So each of the different persons will have the different styles what they would like to spend their time to enjoy the well of time of themselves. Like they would very like to and also immerse themselves into the co-curricular activities and also doing some sports, to doing some indoor activities. Like they are like to playing some chess, play the video games, and also doing some activities. Yeah, quite as dull activities like reading, but it also depends from some person, the certain hobbies that the person they like to do. Yeah, so for me, I just like to say the ordinary student here. So I would just like to enjoy myself and to really indulge myself in the certain time. Like I would like to watching anime and also to watch some YouTube videos to make sure I can make myself relax and also to make sure I will always I will make myself relax. So I will not have so much stress while I would like to study. Especially the syllabus now is going to become quite tough compared to the semester one education system and also the syllabus. Yeah, and we're not having some hard time um, because yeah, we have the 6 days for us to study in a week. It already changed since last week. We received the announcement from the school and also the office. Yeah, so we really need to manage our time wisely. So especially when we like to change our time to doing to do some sport. Yeah, because every time, yeah, in every evening, we can see a lot of people and a lot of students that they would like to do some activities and also the recreation activities around the surrounding and also the environment of the recreation college. Yeah, and also some of them will like to play badminton, but they need to change the time to do such activities. Yeah, and also to make sure they can really have enough time to study and also to catch up for all syllabus. So they can at the same time to make sure they can have the balance between the academic and also the curricular. And fortunately, we already submitted the form for us to fill in about the details of our co-curricular activities with the certificates and also for the all activities that we have already successfully joined during the semester one and until so far for the semester two. Either in the international level, the matriculation level, and also for the national level. So the time is very important for us to manage. Yeah, so we will not like to feel a lot of burden on ourselves. Yeah, so that's all for me. Thank you. I'll pass it to Helen.
Thank you, Kim. That is really a great elaboration. And I have to agree that I guess no matter what kind of activity you do to fill up your time, your very limited time, at the end of the day, what's very important is that you know how to divide your time and make sure that it is really beneficial for you. It allows you to relax. So thank you very much, Kim. And so now I would like to invite our next speaker, Nanda Priyan, who's going to share with us how he spends his very limited time here at our college. Without further ado, Nanda, are you ready?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, then the floor is yours.
Okay. So hi to everyone, and I would like to suggest. The activity that I would do is playing mobile video games, and I think basically at this age, everyone would have at least one game in their phone, a mobile video game, and I think when it comes to video games, and you have like definitely when you study and you have a very packed schedule, as mentioned by Helennie earlier, and also Joncia. Um, So to relieve your stress and to fulfill the 5 minutes breaks, 10 minutes or 30 minutes, some people will take, depends on your convenience. So I would say playing mobile video game is one of those ways that I would opt to. So when it comes to mobile video game, you have a lot of categories. I will go through it briefly. So you have action, you have adventure, you have arcade, and then board, card, and casino. I would like to group it as one. And then you have educational, and you have trivia, and you also have racing and simulations ones. So the one I enjoy playing the most is action games and also adventure games. And it depends on your preferences. You don't have you can opt to what you like. So for actions, I would say example is Mobile Legends, and then PUBG as well. Those are like role-playing games as well, and these kind of games you can invite your friends over to also to play with you, play these mobile games online. And then for adventure, I would say there's Pokemon Go, but that's been a long game. I've deleted
True,
it.
it's
It's
been
been
very long
a long
time.
time. Yeah. It was trending at first, then it just went downhill after that. And then
Yeah, it kind of died out now.
yeah, it's like no more. I don't hear any news from anyone playing it. And then so now for adventure games, it's quite tricky though. You have to be careful. Now the one that's trending is Genshin. I'm not sure all of you know of it, but Genshin, the storage, it 10 gigs. It takes 10
It
gigs, and
kills you.
it needs big space in your phone. So whether or not you have it, it's up to you lah. So this kind of adventure game, you might need to time it, because you say to yourself that, oh, I just want to take 30 minutes break, but at the end you realize that the time just passing by, and then uh, when you closed, you realize that you spent almost 2 hours on that game. So adventure games, basically when you download in Google Play, they would advise you as well. So you can download there, and you might want to set time lah. Adventure games are those games that it's like quite distracting lah, I would say. And then you have arcade type of game. You have Maze Runner and Subway Surf. I think it's still in everyone's phone as well, I think.
Don't forget
Uh,
Candy Crush.
yeah, Candy Crush as well. Oh, I forgot that. Candy Crush as well. It is also addicting games as well. And then board, card, and casino. This kind of game, we have chess, online chess. Like few weeks ago, 2 weeks, 3 weeks back, we had like so many competition, online competition, right? So yeah, this kind of games are also available online, board games. So you don't, even though you forgot to bring those chess pieces, you can just play it in your phone as well. So, and for the last one I would like to cover is trivia. So trivia is basically testing on general knowledge. I'm not sure everyone would like to spend their time on that, but it's better. I would say it's a better option because you can broaden your general knowledge. So with that, I would like to say those are the categories, and basically you can just opt to what you want, and you try which game that can keep you relaxed for a short time. So you need to time that as well. So that's all from me. Thank you. I'll pass it to Helennie.
Thank you, Nanda. That's it really teaches you a lot because like you never realize that even mobile games have their own categories. But my question is,
Yeah.
what games do you have on your phone, Nanda?
I have Genshin, Mobile Legend, and yeah, I think only those two. But Genshin, I
What?
think I deleted because it was so
Yeah, it's like one
addictive.
point
So
something gigabyte. I tried it before and it was like way too
Wow.
big. My phone nearly died.
yes, 10 gig I would say. But since my phone is
You must
compatible,
use
so
maxed out.
I didn't really feel any this one. Actually, it's a PC game though, so that's why the
Hmm.
storage is quite big. Yeah, and the
Yeah, but
graphic is
like
quite good. But
yes, it is very good. It's really nice. So the big size is really
yeah, but I
understandable.
just recently deleted it. I just uninstalled it because
Storage
yeah,
problem. Yeah.
yeah, because
Storage problem.
the schedule is so tight, and I'm
Hmm.
afraid once I get into it, I can't go out.
It's true though. Adventure games just make you forget about time. Like you say like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna spend
Storage
only one
problem.
hour on this game, and then once you exit, it's already been 2 hours. So yeah, I actually
yeah,
have to
true.
agree that for this time, even if you play mobile games, the best kind is definitely like Simcade. I think arcade ones are the best because it's really like because arcade like Candy Crush, if you finish one level, you're like, okay,
Yeah,
that's enough for today. I can proceed the next time. So
yeah, and
yeah, in my
arcade
opinion, I
games.
think out of all the categories, our arcade is the best. Yeah.
Yeah, I think arcade games, some of those, it doesn't even require online. I mean, it doesn't have to be played
Mm.
online. So, yeah, you can time yourself.
It's definitely the best option for limited time if you want to play mobile games, of course. But as for
Yeah,
someone who
true.
loves games, I guess anything is fine as long as it keeps you. It kind of releases your stress even for a short time. So thank you, Nanda. And now I would like to
Okay.
invite Naveen to share his ideas on how he would spend his limited time. So, Naveen, if you do,
Okay. Thank you, Helennie. First of all, I've said to Mr. Madam Chia earlier that Matrix life is fun and tiring because every one of us knows that how fun it is at here. You know, evening you can see people going around doing all those stuffs. It's like even if you are watching that, it is so beautiful. You know, like you can be like, wow, what are they doing? You can see all those seniors running here and there. But somehow our SEM 2, as we know, our time have been extended from 8 to 5 p.m. And that's how I adapted to new type of how to make myself to feel better, which is sleeping and listening to music. Okay, first of all, sleeping. You should like for a metric student, sleep is a very important stuff, as we all know. Some students would stay up till 3 a.m. Just to study. But then once after 5, your class is done, you can go back to your room. But I'm not asking you to hibernate throughout the day. It's just that take a power nap, which consists of 30 minutes, which is much more better than hibernating. Because and then by moving on to songs, you know that there are a lot of genres to listen. In my point of view, I'll just listen to Ed Sheeran because that calms me down. Even Madam knows that I love photographs a lot. Because
could you
song
sing us a
plays a
line from
major.
Photograph, if you may?
Nope. Okay,
All
because
right, then.
songs plays a major role in our life. Each and every song has the deep meaning where you should understand. Uh, Throughout the day, like every time, once the lecture goes out, I'll listen to any songs because I know the next lecture would come in 4 minutes, which is enough for me to listen to one song. Okay, all those songs hit me in a different level where I will feel like, okay, our next class is going to be fine. Even though I'm having a bad day, when I listen to a certain song like Animals from Maroon 5 or either Photograph by Ed Sheeran or Perfect, all those songs makes me to feel like, no, I got this. I need to do that stuff. It's like it will activate your how to say and shows your inner potential so that you could feel better every day if you listen to songs. And sleeping, it plays a major role because lacking of sleep, you'll be stressed out. You can see some students will be like, when they come to class, they'll be like in a bad mood because they just woke up and then just came into the class. because they don't have sufficient sleep. It triggers their emotion and everything. It can get wrong in a group presentation while you're doing, like, for now we're doing our BIPB, and sleep is, as I said, sleep is important, and you are not having proper sleep, it might lead to an argument between your group mates. It's very important for you to have a proper sleep and listen to songs because it plays a major role, like I said earlier. I think I'm done.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Naveen. Thank you so much.
And do you have
So,
any kind of questions?
aside from Photograph, what other songs do you actually prefer? Like, what's your Spotify playlist?
Um, Differentiate. I have our own playlist. Differentiate. It consists
Oh,
of all kinds of songs
it's like those songs
because
that you always
Baby
listen
Driver,
before the
the
class.
movie. Yeah,
I've heard
okay.
of it, but
In the movie, he has a playlist like throughout. Yep, which makes you to feel
mm.
better.
Ah, all right.
My personal favorites are "Let It Go" by Passenger. I don't know, Sindhu. And then "Lazy Day" by Bruno Mars. It's like the motivating song ever in my life. Every day when I wake up,
It
I listen to
is.
that song so that I feel better. It's a lazy day. Apart from that, when I was your man, same Bruno Mars. That's how usually my stuffs go on. Yep. Any more questions? I'm just happy to answer your questions.
Kim, do you have any? You seem very intrigued with what Naveen has presented.
I just give it back to Helennie. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
All
Thank
right.
you for listening.
yeah, his hobbies are so
Listening.
interesting.
Yeah, especially about the sleep part. I have to agree.
Yeah.
Sleep does make a huge difference. So, all right then, moving on. Shall I pass the mic to Beth Trisha? Are you ready?
Yes, that's important.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
All right then. So the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, everyone. So, what I like to do is I watch TV shows. I'll, I, uh, I've watched a lot of genres. Like, um, I go from maybe cartoons to criminal kind of shows and doctors and stuff. And I also watch some Japanese shows and I watch some also Korean shows. So 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 when I was a kid, um, I watched a lot of English shows and from there on, I learned how to speak English from there. And then uh, I I think animation shows are the best because they attract my attention. Mm, yeah, and um, for now I'm watching a lot of Japanese shows like anime.
Could you tell us what do you watch
'Cause,
right now? Maybe we can recommend you some. Kim and I are pretty big anime fans, so we can recommend you some. Right, Kim?
I just finished Assassination Classroom, but now, oh yeah, I'm watching Gintama now. Yeah.
Good ones, good ones. I agree. 10 out of 10, definitely.
Yeah.
How about like
Um,
criminal shows? What do you watch? You like what like are the TV shows that you watch usually?
I watch Law and Order, and yeah, that's the most that's what I
Hmm.
usually watch now.
Is it
And
the
for
do you watch the
doctors,
Special Victims Unit one or do you watch the
yeah,
regular Law and Order?
uh,
Oh, all right. Finally found a
yeah.
friend. I thought it was the only one.
Usually the shows on Diva. Last time I
Yeah.
watched shows there, yeah.
It
And
was
then
usually
like
around evening they play.
Yeah. Or sometimes at night then I would wake up just to watch it.
Yeah. I
And
think
then
crime
like
shows are really like appealing because like it kind of like gets you in the groove. You want to know what happened. So yeah. What about the
yeah,
doctor shows you watch? Like do you watch like Grey's Anatomy, all that? Or
I'm
Bones
not really
something?
a Grey's Anatomy fan. Like
Oh, okay.
I don't like the cast. No offense to them, okay.
Oh,
I like the good
it's okay, it's okay.
actor and the rest of
Mm.
yeah. mm.
What about Korean dramas, like Korean shows? You say you mentioned that you watch them. So like what are your personal favorites as of currently?
Um, I used to be a Korean fan young when I was 12 or something. So I don't really remember
Whoa.
the dramas. I
Oh,
passed that phase from that
oh.
Korean phase, and that's I'm moving on to the anime type of shows.
So you're in the anime phase right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So like currently in Matrix, do you like still watch these shows like maybe through like Netflix or online, or do you like use like not watch movies anymore? You fill your time with other activities instead.
Mhm. Um, I watch I watch anime in Netflix. Then
Oh.
then sometimes like Gintama now, right? There
Hmm.
not all the seasons are there, so I have to go
Ah,
to
true,
websites.
true.
But then the websites are a lot of them are closed down, and
They're all closed down, honey. We kind of lost
oh,
we kind of lost our hope when Kiss Anime was shut down, Gogo Anime was shut down.
uh,
So now, yeah, you kind of have to rely on Netflix. But yeah, um, Gintama is really good. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Also to everyone's watching this who is an anime fan, Gintama is 10 out of 10. As a veteran, you should watch it. So yeah. So Beth, in your opinion, like how do you divide time between watching like TV shows and like this very limited time? Because like as we know, usually TV shows like 30 episodes, 30 minutes per episode. So like do you like do your
mhm.
work while
Yeah,
watching, or do you like
yeah,
make 30 minutes just for watching shows?
I feel it. The speed is usually normal. I put it on 125, and then I watch while eating. That's because
Oh,
that's the only time I have. Yeah.
that's actually smart. I'm gonna try that next time. So, Beth, do
Okay.
you have anything more to say before we can wrap up and proceed with Shazwan?
No.
Anything more you would like
Thank
to
you.
share?
Uh, no.
So that's all.
Yes.
All right, then. Thank you so much, Beth. That was really, really interesting. And yes, please continue watching animes. If you need anything, you can just hit me up. I'll give you a list.
Okay.
All right,
All
then.
right.
Thank you so much, Beth. All right,
Thank
so
you.
Shazwan, are you here?
Helennie gave me a list too.
Yes, of course. There's always a recommendation list for everyone. All right, so Shazwan, you ready to share what you're gonna do with our limited time here?
Yeah.
All right, so Shazwan, you can start sharing your points with us. We're ready.
Okay, so hi everyone, I'm Shazwan from S1 DP3. So in this limited time in this college, as common hobbies that people may have are going to the movies, listening to music, hanging out with friends, or talking on the phone. So most of the things mentioned are more like common daily activities than actual hobbies. They also don't require too much movement than complete, but are rather leisure day activities. So a true hobby is something unique that you enjoy doing enjoy doing, such as collecting stamps or playing an outdoor sport. Sports are usually not daily activities that you do every day, but they are considered hobbies because you enjoy doing them. Sport can be grouped into the exercise category when it comes to hobbies. So, sport is identified as a physical activities carried out by human beings, usually executed by following a set of rules and principles to ensure fair competition among the candidates. So, one of the most common everyday sports that people can play at any park, gym, or school court is, and I myself playing, is basketball. So basketball is one of the most strenuous cardiovascular activities out there, and it ranks as high as running, jogging, swimming, or tennis when it comes to calories burn. So basketball involves constant movement, jumping, running, and quickly moving your feet. So playing basketball is one of the best and most enjoyable things you can do to stay in shape. So the hobby of basketball builds strength throughout your entire core, your legs, your quads, and your upper body. It requires a ton of stamina and a vast amount of energy to play. So especially in a team game. Unlike other sports like baseball or even football, basketball involves constant motion. Many sports can get broken up every few seconds as play are drawn up, and there are adjustments to be made. Some sports like soccer, tennis, and basketball involve constant movement with few breaks to be found. So basketball, in my opinion, I think is also a great hobby when it comes to connecting with people. You can make friends in this college. So you can connect with your friend as well. So in a way, basketball is more of a social hobby than something you do by yourself, which enhance its aspect. So there are even cases if you play well, then you might be able to use basketball as part of your career. This usually begins at an early level, but there have been cases where players have been discovered simply by playing an outdoor basketball court. Uh, who wants to spend several boring hours a week on a treadmill when you can actually play a hobby that you love doing while getting more exercise than you would walking on a treadmill? So sport are the ultimate hobbies, just just because they make you feel good physically and mentally. Where listening to music may satisfy your mind, but it does nothing for your physical stamina. Regardless if people agree with you or not, playing sports are recreational activities and hobbies, and they are only growing more popular with time. The sport of basketball is easily becoming more and more popular, and may one day overtake more common hobbies to become a top 10 favorite hobby. So hopefully, if more people come choose playing sports as hobby instead of video games, then the obesity crisis in this country can get resolved. So encouraging people to try new hobbies like sport may be the best thing you can do for them. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Shazwan. So, about basketball, I do remember like whenever I watch movies, usually people do get scouted just by playing street basketball, right? Like those kids, like when they play on the streets, like they get to know new people, and sometimes like if they're lucky and they're very skillful, they get scouted, and like if they're very lucky and very skillful, they might even play for like big games like NBA, as we know.
Yes.
So yeah. I know very little. I try to like get into sports through movies and of course anime, Kuroko no Basket.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, I think I do agree, Yang, that that sports is getting very popular in our college. Like you said, like in the evening we see a lot of students are spending their time outside. And I think that's also very good because like you
It is
said,
good.
sports
Yes.
mm, sports does good for the mind and the body because like while it helps them to release stress, it also helps them to keep fit because in this limited time like it's really
Yes.
hard for us to find the time to like go out, enjoy some fresh air and break a sweat. So yeah, I do agree with you
Yes.
that sports is a hobby, something new that everyone should try. Like I myself, I'm not really a sporty person, but nowadays I try to go out because like, it's fun, and you know what, college is the time to try something new. So I do agree personally
Yeah.
that sports is something that we should all try, and it's something new. So thank you so much, Shazwan. And I think that is really
Yes, you're
something that
welcome.
everyone should learn about. Thank you so much. So we have some time left. How about we discuss some things? I think in the end that after listening to what all of you guys have presented, I think at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what you do in your limited time. What's important is that it does good for you. The most important thing is that it is beneficial for you. You feel good about yourself. Like if you're a sporty person and you enjoy doing sports in your limited time, then go ahead. It's good for you, so do it for you. And at the end of the day, what's important is that you know how to divide your time, and at the end of the day, you can create new memories, great memories here in this college. So yeah, I think that's all for today. Kim, do you have anything else you would like to say, everyone, before we wrap up our episode for today?
Yeah, sure, Helennie. So again, I would like to thank and also to appreciate the all amazing speech given by all of the guests invited today. And yeah, I totally agree with the opinions given by Helennie and also the conclusion given by her and the speeches given by all of the guests today. Yeah, so indeed, hobby is a very important thing that we should do. Either we should spend our time very wisely and also to make sure we can really put ourselves into it. Yeah, so as well as it is very beneficial for all of us. For all of us. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I think that's the end for today's episode. Thank you so much for joining us till the end. Once again, I would like to express my gratitude to Kim, who's willing to join us here as the representative for our English Language Club for today's episode. And of course, to our four speakers, thank you guys so much for making time to share with us your ideas, your opinions on how would you like to spend your limited time here at our college. And with that, we have come to the end of this episode. Stay safe, take care, and remember, wear a mask. That's your task. And that's today for today's tea. Thank you so much. Have a great night, bye guys. Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Good night.
Bye, everyone. Good night.
Bye. Good job. Good job.